Happy Thursday, fight fans, diehards, degenerate gamblers. Welcome to a very special episode of the Total Takedown UFC 320 edition. As you guys know, I am nothing if not dedicated. Your boy is bringing the content to you no matter what is going on in life, and I'm on a bit of a family excursion at the moment. So no less, we're still going to talk overs and unders. We're going to try and find an angle for you to win some money at UFC 320. The first total that I want to talk to you guys about is actually Austin Vanderford and Ramiz Brahimaj. Now the under 1.5 on this is set at plus 180. If you guys look at all the losses for Austin Vanderford, it is a one-round punch out. He gets knocked out in the first. If you look at Ramiz Brahimaj, this guy finishes inside the distance anytime he wins a fight. If he's losing, it's because he's on the wrong side of a beatdown and it goes a full 15 minutes. So this is a very polarized total. It's either over or under. The over is more than likely Austin Vanderford. I actually think there's a little bit of Ramiz equity on the over just because he's training with guys like Bilal at Valley Flow Striking. He probably can win if it goes over, but if it goes under, it's almost definitely a Ramiz Brahimaj victory. But that is the way that I see this fight going down. Since I'm picking Ramiz, you guys know I got to go with the under 1.5 plus 180. First lean of the day. All right, guys, next total I want to talk to you about is Nikolai Vertenikov taking on Punahele Soriano. The over is set at 1.5 minus 180, and that's the way that I'm looking at this thing. Like we talked about on Monday, I think Puna's got some very serious grappling upside in this fight. Now, I know the guy has unreal power. I don't know, especially at 170 pounds, that power seems to be a much bigger deal. Nikolai Vertenikov is extremely tough. He also has power. That tells me Puna's grappling, guys. Puna's looking for takedowns. He's going to look to get this thing to the ground. And if he's hitting takedowns, it's probably going the full 15 minutes. Over 1.5, minus 180. It's a little chalky. It's a little risky. Butthole pucker of the week. That's the one we're looking at. All right, guys, the next total we're talking about is Ju Sang Yu. The under 2.5 on this one is plus money, plus 135. I think that makes a ton of sense. Ju Sang Yu is a knockout artist. This guy has fast hands. He hits extremely hard. He sets his opponents up well. He's taking on a little Brazilian monster who we know is durable as all get out, but I have made my opinions clear about the fact that he could be having some injury struggles. He's having difficulty getting to the cage. If there was ever a fight where that durability problem was going to come to call, it would be this one. Now, the other side of this coin is that Ju Sang Yu is still a little bit unknown at the UFC level. We don't know if he's actually going to be everything he's cracked up to be, being the little zombie here. So if he is a fraud, if he is a road to UFC level fighter, he's probably not making it 15 minutes in this one. So under 2.5 plus 135, I think it's a good look. Edmund Shabazian and Andre Muniz having a 1.5 total is hysterical. You're going to have to lay a little bit of chalk here on this one, you guys. But frankly, I think that's the way we got to look here, because while Edmund may have tried to extend some of his fights recently, he's now fighting a fellow gas bag. One of these guys is getting exhausted within the first 7 minutes of this fight. I'm not sure who it is, but whoever gets tired in this one dies first. So we're looking under 1.5. Lay a little bit of a price tag. That's probably one of my favorite totals on the board this week. All right, guys. So the next total is going to be Yuri Prochazka and Khalil Roundtree. They got this bad boy set at 1.5, and we all know that Khalil wants a long technical fight. He's got knockout power, yes, but against the upper echelon in this weight class, he's not flatlining people. He's going to look to beat somebody up over the course of 15 minutes. That's just his style. Yuri, we know once he gets rolling downhill, a finish is inevitable. So it's up to Khalil to make sure this thing stays technical, stays at range, keeps it tight, doesn't get hurt. That is a tall order, but at the end of the day, I think he can do it for at least 7 minutes. So I think we take a look at this over 1.5. It's minus 155. You're going to have to lay just a little bit of juice on it, and it's going to be terrifying. But I like Khalil Roundtree and Yuri over 1.5. All right, guys, for the last total, we're talking about the main event with you guys. I talked on Monday about how I feel like this fight is going to go very differently from the first one. We've seen Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira get in there before. Both guys have knockout power. I have questions about both of their in-fight decision-making and durability. We've actually already seen this total drop from a 4.5 to a 3.5. That tells me everything I need to know. Your boy was on the right path here with this thing. I'm talking under. If you can get a fight doesn't go the distance, or if you can lay a little bit of chalk to get the under 4.5 rather than messing with that 3.5, that's the way I'm looking. That's the Total Takedown. We'll be back with Clint's hot props, believe it or not. Not sure if we'll be in the same park or not, but we got it coming to you. Let's roll.